Alright, this is how to build the Bigo family schedule on the J. Hawkins Agency and Family Master Hub. As you notice, this tab is unlocked so that anyone can help with this. This is available for all families. We just have to load it in the morning. So first thing we're going to do is delete the day before by hitting between the A and the 1 and just hitting delete. Then we are going to open up Bigo Schedule under the Today tab. Same thing we do for the agency. Control A, right click on the mouse, hit copy. Then we're going to go back to this tab here. And normally on the agency we always do A1 because the coding is different on the Bigo family schedule, which I'll show you why when we do tomorrow's. We're going to put this on A2. We're going to do a line below because we're going to put today's and tomorrow's on the same schedule, and of course Bigo has the coding different for both tabs. Same with the agency, but the agency we do separately. So we're just going to paste that on there. Alright, so once that's loaded in, we got today's schedule on here. We're not going to do any adjustments until we do tomorrow's. So we're going to go back and do tomorrow's. Always when you're copying schedules, it's best to copy something small before you copy the bigger file, just so when it loads, it's loading the new one, or it just does a little thing. Now this one we're going to do on the next column that's available, but we're going to do this on line 1 because Bigo has an extra space in tomorrow's, which will mess things up. So that's why we start on A2 on the first one, and this one we're going to start on whichever column is next on the top cell. Okay, now the reason why we did this one a cell higher is because Bigo has this extra line in here. So basically what we want to do, there's only one event tomorrow. We're just going to copy this header here and we're just going to drag it down to this line. Now everything above these headers here we are going to delete. So we are going to delete, depending on how many tabs they have, sometimes it'll be 7 lines you delete, sometimes it'll be 10, sometimes it'll be 30, depending on how screwed up Bigo's schedule is. But we want to delete everything above the header. And unlike the agency starts with 2 columns, Bigo starts with 1 column. So just make sure that there's 1 column in between each schedule. So the ones between today and tomorrow here, we just want 1 column, and we want to delete the dead schedule. So we're going to take that dead schedule out, and then the ones at the end you can or cannot delete. I just delete them to make it clean, less data. Okay, so here we have the 19th and the 20th. So what happens is that data now gets coded, and it's going to come in through my coding here, which is going to make the schedule. So to check your family schedule, all you need to do is hit the search. If you put your Bigo ID here, it's going to pull up all your agency. If you have any family events, it'll automatically pull your individual family. And then here is where you can look up the entire family. So every family that's on the schedule, their name's going to be in here. Now to avoid the boxes, like this one's from the 18th, let me show you how we do the boxes. I usually update this about once a week to make sure it's up to date. We just go to the boxes. We're going to copy the box schedule, and then there's going to be a family box. Actually, I got this one locked. But I just paste in the box schedule. This thing too, we're going to take everything above. Well, this one doesn't actually have a header. I should recode it to here, but I leave the directions for the event on there. So what we do when it's a new fresh thing, I have this locked right now, so if anyone wants to do this, I'll have to give you access to this sheet. But then usually what I'll do is I'll just take all the events that have already passed, And today's the 19th, so we're just going to delete everything out of the 17th. So that way it'll only code what is after that point. So now when we go back to the search, now it's cleaned up. So this is the next 2-day schedule for the GAIA family. Say one big crazy family, you can just hit theirs. It gives what events they have. So all you got to do is basically put it in your excuse me. Or you can just type it in the letters, then click for karma. And this is all karmas. I guess they got some boxes that have not been scheduled out yet. Like we can do the Beans family. It was called the Bean. Yeah, it is the Bean. So you can pull up the Bean family, and it's going to tell everybody's schedule there. This is free to use for anybody. I'm just showing training for my hosts when they build the family schedule or the agency schedule. It's a little bit different, but the training will help.